Dad, you're gonna have to wait.
Welcome back, everybody. It's finally that time of year again that we can start heading into the mountains of the Colorado Rockies.
So today we're just outside of Silverton, Colorado, and we are going to be heading up into the San Juan Mountains.
Specifically, we're gonna be heading to an area called Mineral Point. It's like an old mining area, and we're gonna be trying to find the best campsite we can and just do some exploring of the Alpine Tundra.
And today we have all 3 pups with us as well.
Yep, we got all 3 dogs, and we have the Jeep packed a little differently. We're trying to test out basically a new packing system for our big 10-day Rubicon Trail trip. So we're taking this time to air down. We kind of stopped right here by the river. It's absolutely gorgeous out today. But we took, the main trail is up top there, and that takes you to Anamas Forks, which is an old ghost town. But we decided to take this trail. This trail will eventually connect back up to this one, but this one runs right along this river, and it is so amazing. So we just passed through Anamas Forks. We're a little above it right now. It's actually right down this ridge right here. But we're gonna continue. We're gonna be jumping on the Engineer Pass connector. The Engineer Pass connector is an easier way to Engineer Pass as well as Mineral Point, which we're gonna be going to today. And also to the Alpine Tundra up there, which we're gonna be exploring. So we're on this trail right here. This is Mineral Point, this area right here. We're gonna make our way down into this valley. You can kind of see this cabin right here. We're gonna go by that cabin, and up top there should be a lake, and that's where we're heading. We're gonna try to camp over there. We're on the second story of this cabin right now. This place is really cool. It's a pretty well, you can hear the pups. It's a pretty well preserved cabin for what it is, but this is a little sketchy. I know this might not be structural, but it is bowing. Super weird. Let's get out of here.
I love my Lilli. And my belly and my Natty.
So we made it to this really cool area right on top of the Alpine Tundra. We got one of those little cabins right here. Now you're not supposed to camp within 150 feet of those old wooden structures. So there is a nice campsite right there next to it that we could stay at, but it's only about 75 feet from the structure. So I don't really think we're supposed to be. Plus, one other reason I don't want to stay up here, well, there's a really nice little tiny lake right there. That'd be really nice to camp next to. But there's some clouds rolling in, and I realized I never checked the weather. So if those are storm clouds coming in, the last place we want to be is right on top of this mountain, out in the open. So we're gonna make our way back down kind of into this little valley and try to find a campsite within the trees. Yo. Say some. Oh, we need to leave. So I think we found camp finally. We got some nice tree cover, and actually right here is a little stream.
It's looking like it's gonna be a nice spot.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a nice night. The clouds are still coming in, which is too bad and unfortunate because I was hoping to get some nice starry photography tonight, but it is what it is. Hopefully it just doesn't start raining. So like I said, we got a lot of cool new gear we're gonna be showing you guys in this video, and a lot of it is actually up here. We got a propane fire pit, we got our propane tank up here, we got some nice bags for them. We've got our brand new ground tent up here, we've got a lot of our cooking supply, the high lift jack, pillows, camp chairs, camp table, our camp toilet, and the little camp portable toilet room. What?
Toilet room.
Toilet room. We also got the dogs' food and their gear up here, and this just makes it, you know, I don't like having all this stuff up here. It kind of makes it a little top heavy, kind of like the tent, but it makes the inside of the Jeep so more roomy, and I think Ash would agree with me on that one. All right, so let's get all this stuff unpacked. Let's set up camp.
So this is our new tent. It's an Amazon special. We bought this one because it has this little alcove on the inside where you can put your shoes to keep them dry or anything else you want to stay dry. And it's also a nice little area that we can clean the pups off before they get in the tent. And then if you come inside, come. This is the inside. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
It's a tent.
Yeah, it only has one window and you can only open it from the outside.
So if you ever see us on the trail, please don't open our window.
But yeah, it's a nice Amazon special, but it's not bad. I really like it, and we don't use a ground tent too often. It's very rare that we do, but I like it for what we use it for, and if it breaks, I don't care because it wasn't that much.
It's a brand called Moco, is what it looks like.
Moco.
I think it was like 70 bucks, something like that. But we got it because we have a few other tents, but they're single person ground tents. They're gonna be a little too small. I think we have like a twin size air mattress or something. So this will fit that perfectly along with some of our gear, and of course the 3 dogs.
So we're gonna do a little bit of a drink review. I found these bubbly sparkling wines by Archer Roos. And it's got a picture of a lady on top of a moose. That's really what caught my eye. I've never had these before. It sounds like it's supposed to just be like champagne, I'm hoping, out of a can. They weren't $15 for 4 of them. They were. No, they were. People pay $15 for a bottle of wine though. It smells good. That's actually pretty good. If you've ever had the Barefoot sparkling wines, basically a more expensive version of that. And they're not as sweet, which is really good. Not sponsored, just doing a random wine review. Try it.
Yeah, this is a cool can. That's good stuff. So what is this?
It's sparkling wine.
Yeah, I could have a couple of these.
You can't have as many as you do beer.
Yeah, I know,
It's
but
10.5%.
I'm saying it's good. Yeah, I could have a can of these. It's pretty nice.
Okay, well, they're very small. I want the rest.
So someone was nice enough to chop a bunch of wood and leave it for us here at this camp. They even have a fire pit right here, but we're gonna test out the propane fire pit tonight. So this is the Outlaw, I think it's 983, 993, something like that, 19 inch. And I got this bag separately for it. I got everything on Amazon. This thing is nice though. I turned it on once before and it works very well. So also, we got a 20-pound propane tank. This is extremely heavy. This one's full right now. I wanna go and I think get eventually a 12 gallon, I believe it is, which is a little smaller, a little more compact, less weight. It's probably better overall, but this will last us longer, especially on our 10-day Rubicon trip, where out of 10 of those days, 5 of them are gonna be completely backcountry on the trail. So we definitely need as much propane as we need. As we can have. Yeah, that's better. So I also got this bag for the propane tank on Amazon as well. I did that just so we could keep it on top of the basket up there without just having a stupid looking propane bottle up there. So this, actually, I can leave it shut. This bag's pretty nice. And I can connect the fire pit right through here. All you have to do for this, turn this into the on position, grab a lighter, and you're lit. Pretty nice. Lit.
You're lit.
So we've also made some changes to the back of the Jeep as well for our storage solution. We've taken out the fridge. We were going to put it back in the Jeep, but we ended up going with this Yeti. It's a 45-liter Yeti, holds a lot of drinks, a lot of food, and plenty of ice. So I think it should definitely do the trick. for the Rubicon, and definitely small trips like this as well. Back here, we also have tons of tools to fix a Cherokee if need be. We've got CO2 to fill up tires and actuate the lockers. We got this bin. This is full of recovery gear as well as spare parts for the Cherokee. Literally anything that this thing would possibly need. We got the drone and the camera bag. So that's basically all that's back here. Pretty nice and organized now that most of the gear can go on the roof. All right, so we climbed up into the tent. Well, we didn't climb up into the tent. Keep thinking we're in the rooftop tent.
So this week, our YouTube channel hit a major goal that we were working towards, which is 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. When we started this YouTube channel, we made it for our friends and family back home, back east, just so they could see our adventures and whatnot. And it's pretty amazing that at least 1,000 people like actually care about what we're doing.
I know a lot of it is family and friends that are subscribing, but there's so many of you that have subscribed that we don't even know. So we really appreciate you wanting to join in and experience what we're experiencing with us. And don't go anywhere because we have a lot more coming.
Definitely. I mean, I don't even know 1,000 people. So it's definitely people I don't know too.
I mean, to put it in perspective, we invited 65 people to our wedding.
That's true.
So there's at least 65 people subscribed, I hope.
So if you're watching this and you're not subscribed, be sure to subscribe. We're gonna be trying to hit 2,000 subscribers by December 31st. I think that's a pretty cool goal.
Yeah, and if you are subscribed, then thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
That's crazy.
Lilli, sit. Good. Good morning, everybody. We just had a really great morning. It turned into a very beautiful morning. It actually drizzled a little bit this morning. We heard it from inside the tent, but it didn't last long whatsoever. It didn't really get anything wet, and it was extremely cloudy when we got outside of the tent. But right now, we're looking at blue skies. It's really nice.
So if you've watched our channel before, you've seen that we make coffee multiple different ways. We started off with a French press, which is always good, and then we moved on to, we had some pour over coffee, bag filters, and now we actually invested in a pour over coffee carafe, which is much more sustainable. You don't have to waste anything when you're using that.
Yeah, that's the only thing with the bags is they're not reusable. So we just have to throw them out afterwards, and it doesn't really make all that much coffee. It's kind of tough to use, but it definitely tastes the best. So that's why we got this little thing, and it came out great this morning. So we invested in that propane fire pit, and it was definitely a great investment.
Yeah, we did that for a few reasons. One is being that it is easy to set up and break down and just have your fire. You don't have to start your own fire, and then also you don't have to worry about putting it out in the morning or at night and worrying about the fire still going.
I think it's totally worth it for situations like this, especially when we're gonna be going to California in a few weeks, and I know they have fire bans a lot, and they have fire bans for for actual fires, but a lot of the times you can still make a propane fire. The thing puts off a lot of heat and it's supposed to last on high 7 to 12 hours. So last night, our Amazon special tent. What do you think, Ash?
It's just a lot smaller than I think we're used to, and the air mattress takes up a lot of space.
Yeah. Personally, I had a terrible night in that thing. I think it had a lot to do with the air mattress. It just takes up basically the whole inside of that thing. And when any of the dogs move, when Ashley moves, when I move, it's all over the place. That's what air mattresses do. I was really considering last night for Rubicon putting the rooftop tent back on the Jeep, but I think we talked about it a little more. We like having all the stuff on top. And what we're gonna go do, we're gonna go buy some self-inflating mattress pads, and I think that's gonna make the experience a little better. So anyways, we're gonna try to get away from these bugs. We're gonna pack up the Jeep now, then we're gonna make our way back down the trail. What? You've been a bad girl, huh? You've been a good girl. You've been a good girl. So this brings us to the end of our trip. This was a really fun, just one-day camping trip. We were able to explore some trails in the area that we wanted to explore for almost 2 years now. So I'm pretty happy about that. There's so many trails up here, it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, and I definitely want to be able to explore Silverton a little bit more too.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, well, I think we'll be back down there very soon. As always, we appreciate you all for watching. Be sure to subscribe. We're trying to hit 2,000 by the end of the year, December 31st. We'll see you on the trail and we'll see you next time. And a lot of it is up here. So close.
Talking to me? I thought you were talking to the dogs this whole time.